Yo, dreamers, what's up? This is the little, I think I got you like a minute pre-show, but I just want to say thank you all for those of you that stay on loyal, staying down, tuning in. Tonight, we got a special guest coming to you. I'm going to kick the show off right. Just wanted to start early so that give it time for people to kind of get on and get settled, know that we going live. Excited about this. Got some good questions lined up. We're going to be kind of freestyling it, but, this is a special person to me right here. So, you guys do it as you feel, and we're going to kick it off for y'all. But I hope you've been having a great week. It's your girl, Danny Dutchy, and you are tuned into Dream Deferred Podcast. You are now tuned in. Breathe. 100 kilobyte music. Dream, defer. You are now tuned in. Breathe. Trust your process. Dream, defer. You are now tuned in. Breathe. Trust your process. Dream, defer.
Please leave your message for 9-1. Call ended.
Yo, so it's me going ahead trying to get that special guest on the line there for you guys. But anyhow, while we're waiting for that to happen, I'm sure she'll give me a call back in just a second. While we're waiting for that to happen, I just want to say I hope you guys are having a great week. I've been going through some crazy stuff right now, and I don't know if the weather's been kicking anybody's behind like it has mine. And not to mention the children that I work with. I had one vomiting in the trash, you know what I'm saying, today. And so it's just been crazy.
You have an incoming call.
Got you. Hello.
Hello, I'm ready.
All right, give me 1 second. So,
Okay.
I'm just kind of telling everybody about my week. Things are going well. I didn't tune in last week. Actually, my special guest was like, you know what, you need to give yourself a break. And I was like, you're right. So, between my voice and everything and, honestly, it was great. I didn't have any flu, didn't have any strep, didn't have anything like that. Just some nasty, nasty stuff going on. But I am feeling really good right now, even though I was tired all day and not just like sleepy. Even though I was somewhat energized and I felt like I slept good, but just drowsy. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know how we're going to make this show just go ahead and pop, but we're going to make it happen. And I said, you know what? I'm going to squeeze in a workout before I record, and I got to get back to the basics. So that's where I'm at. I'm still in the gym clothes, and like I said, I'm happy to be here live with a special guest tonight. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amber, also known as the Brown Sugar Boss, the CEO of the Common Sense Candle Company.
Oh, CEO. I don't even know if I can.
CEO. I know. I changed the title depending on how I'm feeling that day. I'm feeling a little floppy, so I'm the CEO today.
Hey, I love it. I don't even boast like that. I have a little something under my sleeve, but until I feel like you're doing
but you have to sometimes.
No, you're right. I'm saying I feel like until I'm doing the work, like till I'm making the candles, I can't just, be putting that out there like that. So right now it's just like, I'm chilling. So it's good.
But
so
you know what? You can't do that though. You have to actually speak it. So there are certain days that I go back and forth between, this is just, what I do. And then it's like, no, I'm going to speak it. I'm going to say it so that I know I have to live up to it. I have to own up to it. It has to be more than just, this is just kind of what I do. No, I am the CEO. It gives me accountability. It gives me ownership. That means that everything rests on me. So that kind of motivates and it pushes up that hustle. You get that?
I receive it. I feel you. I mean, that's true, So I just keep saying I'm a producer and a director and a host, and I'm going with that for now.
You are.
And
you are. And then, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was listening. I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying, and like those titles will constantly evolve because we are so many different things at any given time, and whatever you say you are is exactly what you are. And And it's not going to always feel like it. Let's be real clear. You won't always feel like what your title says. Some days you'll feel larger than what you think your title should be, but whatever it is what it is, if that makes sense. So if you say it, that's exactly what it is, regardless of how you feel, because life happens, right? And some days you just really are like, I kind of got to do it because this is what I'm telling the world I am. So I have to make myself believe it some days. And that's just being 100% transparent and honest. I don't feel like a boss every day, but I'm going to constantly surround myself with a boss mentality and boss things and people who are bossy. So like, I want it to be on your show because I'm like, she's doing it. And even though we both won't feel like it every day, some days you may not feel like a boss. Some days you may just you're barely making it, but someone's watching, right? So how you perceive yourself is not necessarily how everyone else will.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when you push. That's when you're like, all right, okay, if I'm a boss, if they think I am, that's exactly what I'm going to be. So
Right.
Thank you for having me. I am really honored to be here.
Hey, for sure. I mean, this is golden. So, yeah, I mean, we probably can just call it quits right there with that nugget of gold. I think it's like platinum and gold mix. So tonight is episode 23. We're here live with Amber Cutter, CEO of Common Sense, and we are talking about listening to the universe in your heart in each step you take, big or small. And so that's the title for tonight for the topic. I guess I think it's so big, when you throw universe out there, it automatically makes something big. But this is big, you know what I'm saying? Like, our dreams are big, and they're bigger than we can totally imagine on our own, you know what I mean? And I don't think we
As
deal
they
with
should
them
be.
on our own, but we do our best to, I think,
Right.
make sense of them and then try to translate that into, from our thoughts and our heads and the heart. Like, you try to put that somewhere, like you try to put it back out from out of your mouth, and then
Right.
you're trying to like write it down, and then you have to start like sharing it with other people, and you got to believe it and make it believable, and then follow it with your actions. You know what I'm saying? So, I've tried to get away a lot from like, oh, I want to do this, and now I'm just like, yo, I'm just doing it because it's like I moved here.
This is what I am doing. Right.
I moved to Atlanta on the premise of like doing these things, and it's like I don't, but I also don't. I want you guys to know, don't consider yourself a failure if you've not started doing anything, because even the little things you're doing are small seeds on the way to, rooting yourself in that. And it takes seeds time to start to grow and all that, and they have to have the right environment and all that. But I don't want to take from what this brown boss lady has for you all.
But no, like what you just said, like you just said several things that are so true. Like, our dreams should scare us. Our dreams should be so big that they make you question if you can do it, and they make everyone around you kind of look at you like, all right. And I say that for a couple of reasons. Like, one, as a woman of faith, as I always call myself, I am a Christian entrepreneur. God owns this company. I'm just kind of here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But He has placed something in us, in all of us, that although we may not find out in the allotted amount of time that we want to find out what we're here for, there is something in us that is bigger than ourselves, and they manifest in terms of our dreams, right? So you're like, oh, I want to do this. Is this something that I really can do? And then, your natural man takes over, and then people call them your insecurities. Your insecurities start to speak to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there are little pieces of doubt that make you think, I don't know if you can do this. And to be completely honest with you, that is absolutely your first step. Your first step is recognizing that I have a dream. There is something in me that has to come out, and I don't even really know what that is. I don't know what it looks like. Sometimes it kind of manifests in terms of restlessness, and that's how it really happened for me. Like, a year ago, I had no idea I would be here at all.
Right.
I never wanted to make candles. I had never made a candle. I never made a candle a day in my life until a full month after I quit my job. I didn't make my first candle until a month after I quit my job.
Wow,
So
you gotta tell us more about that. You gotta tell us more about that. So because I mean I'm looking at my questions and I'm just thinking like, hold on now. I said, let's see this. I think it's a couple of things that go into. But one question I want to ask was there a final straw which broke your back and forced you to be your own boss? And so I wanted to ask that because I mean I think that goes so interestingly with what you just said about. You know, you didn't even make a candle till a month after.
Nope.
You know,
Right,
and I think a key in that is sometimes people don't understand that. Well, there's two things I think I gleaned from what you just said. One was that we almost have to be so pregnant with something and so irritated or so sick with your dream that it's got to come out. You know, either you're going to birth it or you're going to vomit. It's going to be something like that. And then I think the other part of that, maybe that equation is time. And so, or I guess those kind of, you know, are almost synonymous. You know, because pregnancy is a period of time. But I wanted you to just kind of say, like, what was the thing that really broke you to make you, you know, kind of tipped you to say, hey, you know what, I'm quitting my job?
I think for a lot of people can relate to the feeling of just quote unquote, I hate my job, right? Because we all fall into the season of complacency of I have
Comfort.
to work this job. I have to work this 9 to 5.
I have to make this certain money.
Exactly. I have to do this, right? And I understand that. That makes complete sense. I do. That was absolutely me, right? But at the same time, we don't even realize that we are living like a double life. So we'll live one thing, but we say something else. We wake up every day and we go to a job that we don't like. But then we claim to be people of faith, or we claim to be people of ambition, or we claim to be hustlers. But does your life show that? Do your fruit show that, right? So what happened for me is that I went to school. I got my degree in hospitality. I had been working in events for years. So started in nonprofit events, moved on to corporate events, and then spent like the last 6 or 7 years doing events for higher education. And I had gotten so comfortable because I know I was so good at it. Like every place that I was, people would say, "Oh my God, this is you're just so good at this. This is your gift." Okay. And when people start to tell you things, you start to believe them. And you're thinking, okay, great.
Whatever you take in, you're gonna believe. You know. Whatever that is.
Right. And this is not to say that where I was.
It's not to say you weren't doing bomb events.
Supposed to be. Exactly.
You probably were. I believe that. I believe that. You know, let me tell the audience this. I didn't even get to it, but you know, Amber and I have known each other for over 20 years, which is crazy. But I don't even feel like we're old enough to have known each other that long. But yeah, I mean that's mind blowing in itself, right?
We've known each other as we've been several different women.
Yeah, several different people. So much growth, so much time. But we've always been friends. I have a lot of good friends. Never fallen out. I don't have any wood to knock on, but I know it's gonna stay like that. And you know, so I'm just already inspired. I'm saving those kind of comments to the end, but you know, I'm gonna let you talk. But I just had to go ahead and let everyone know that.
Hit him with that Kanye. Like I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gotta let you know. No, that's completely fine because I'm that same way. Like trust me, you have to keep me on track because there are 30 things happening in my brain at one time, and I want to do 29 of them. Yeah, so
I get it.
I know. So anyway, yeah, I was doing events and I had gotten comfortable because I knew I was good, right? And it was paying me consistently and it was secure. I was not getting paid enough to where I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm never going to go anywhere. Like, I was just making it. And you know, honestly, and I can say that, right? And that does lead to some of the discomfort with your job. But even if you were making enough to do everything you needed plus everything you wanted,
Mm-hmm.
there will always be a piece of you that will be restless and uncomfortable if that's not where you're supposed to be. So getting back to this whole journey. So